What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Frank Presents the Play Call. We have been gone for a minute. It's my fault. I'm gonna take the blame. Had some family stuff going on, but anyway, we here today, and the whole team is here. Bree, what's up? How you doing? How much? What happened?
I'm good. I'm good. Happy Sunday, everybody. Happy first Sunday without second Sunday without any football. But I'm doing good. How are you doing, Frank, Nikki, and June?
I'm great.
Bum, 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 bum.
We doing it?
Sorry, that's how I was gonna. Yeah,
Okay.
that's how I had to introduce myself.
June, you got liquor?
I know you see my chair go back. I know you just see my go.
He look like he about to be asleep. That's what he looked like.
Cheers.
This is what
And
happened.
you know, June fall asleep anywhere and everywhere. So he gonna be asleep in the middle of the podcast.
Even if I had liquor, I wouldn't drink today, and I'm gonna tell you why. Right? So Friday, I finally had some drinks. I haven't been drinking because I've been moving around. When we was in Mexico, I had a few drinks, but not like I normally drink. So Friday, I don't know what it was. I came home, I poured a shot, I poured my drink. I'm drinking. Next thing you know, I'm like half a bottle in, and I'm lit, yo. I'm talking about lit. So we caught a rodent downstairs on the thing, and Nikki said something was smelling, and I didn't smell it. So when we opened up the closet under my stairs where they have a vent, they chewed through the wall, and it was dead.
Oh shit! Why?
It was dead.
That joint was like this big, like this long. You know what I'm saying?
You said it was dead?
It was dead. The trap killed it. So, anyways, so I'm upstairs lit, and I'm on FaceTime with my sister, and Ava was at Shay Shay house, and she's like, all I see is dad on the Vivint camera in his boxes throwing out no shirt on my boxes, with the rat in the dustpan throwing it out outside. Look, my sister, Marty, look. Marty, and Ava's like, Dad, but your words were slurring. So the next day, I had to take Nikki to the airport. It's like 5 a.m. She's like, listen, sir, on Sunday, I don't want no drunk dick. I said, we had sex last night? She's like, no, Frank, but you was drunk. And I said, oh, okay, yeah, I'll be sober when you come home. So I'm not.
You know, recording live.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay. Right. It's comic relief, man. This is our life. You know what I'm saying? So, June, how you doing, brother? I feel like I ain't seen June in forever. June, what's up?
I'm doing amazing, man. You know, just alive, well, happy. I feel like I haven't seen you guys in a long time, especially Nikki. I know we just said it offline. But yeah, it's been since the Ravens played in the regular season.
Yeah.
But
See, you switched it up now, right?
Yeah.
You know, I feel I miss her too, bro. Listen, I ain't me and Nikki used to talk like every day. And last time she hit me up, I couldn't talk because I was trying to take a nap for something. I forgot what it was. And we just haven't talked. So now I'm gonna leave the best for last. Yinka, how you doing, girl? What's going on?
Bum, 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 bum. Hey, y'all.
Let's go.
Frank, I hit you up like 3 days ago and you said you was asleep. So that's on you.
I was.
June, did I just text you like 2 days ago? The only person that can say for real is Bree.
Yeah. Miss you.
Hey, sweetie pie, how you doing?
I'm doing good, doing a lot.
Yeah, I don't know. I've been focused, but I'm happy to be on here. I feel like we ain't been on here, all four of us, together in a while. Where I feel like I don't got to do nothing or something else is on my mind. Yeah, normally even if I'm on here, like I'm preoccupied with something else or whatever. So yeah, I'm just talking.
Before we start, I just want to do a quick moment of silence. Prayers to Frank's family. They had a loss in his family this month. And also prayers to my best friend Angie. Her brother took his life last week. So prayers to both families, and sad month. Very, very sad month. Okay, you guys ready to go?
Yeah, let's go.
So the Super Bowl was Sunday, February 11th, and the Chiefs defeated the 49ers 25-22 in overtime. We knew the Chiefs was going to win.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. Do we want the Chiefs to win besides June? No. Did we know the Chiefs were going to win? Yes. So, real fast. Oh, where is it? June, where is it?
Oh, I gotta go get my water.
Okay. So, for Super Bowl predictions, Frank had 49ers 27-24. Nikki had 49ers 24-21. June had Kansas City 31-28. And I had Kansas City 27-20. Now, this was a debate that me and June had. Who won the prediction? June had 31-20 Kansas City. I had 27-20 Kansas City. I feel like my points were a lot closer.
Hold up.
Like it was, huh?
June had what?
He had 31-28. So he went over by a lot, you know?
Mhm.
I had 27-20, even though he had Kansas City winning by a field goal. I had Kansas City winning by a touchdown, but my point range was
It's the
close.
point range. It's not like the 3-point whatever, it's the point range. So
So
like
my point range, I
Yeah.
had 20-20, he had 31-28, and the score was 25-22. So
Yeah.
the score was within my point range. So
Yeah.
I won, right?
Yeah.
So I won the Super Bowl prediction.
But she was going for the 49ers.
June, but you gotta
No, I
text.
wasn't. I
score.
put Kansas City.
Now she did say KC. She did say KC. She did.
We weren't on the
No, no, you
podcast,
pick-
remember?
You pick who you want to go first, and I
Okay. I'll go first. I feel like I don't ever go first, so I'll go first. The game, I think it was a good game. I think it was a fair calling game. To the extent of the game. And what I mean by that is basically there weren't calls called against 49ers to help the Chiefs, and there weren't calls toward the Chiefs to help the 49ers. I felt like they played a fair game. There wasn't really a lot of penalties throughout the Super Bowl, which we always, that's one thing that we've complained about the last couple of years. Super Bowls, penalty after penalty after penalty, let them play football, So, but definitely big shout out to Kansas City. Shout out to Patrick Mahomes. He really did his thing that game. Patrick Mahomes got sacked like 5 times that game. And he still found a way to pull out and win. Big shout out to the whole Kansas City team for winning. A lot of my Steelers fan groups and stuff were excited that Kansas City won. And I was like, okay, because AFC root for AFC. But what I forgot is that San Francisco has 5 Super Bowl rings. So they wanted it to keep the legacy of the Steelers and the Patriots being the only teams with 6 Super Bowl titles. So also shout out to Kansas City for that reason. I would say Brock Purdy, he was a game manager and not a game changer. And when you're in the Super Bowl, you can't manage the game. That's how you lose. And I feel like that offense was playing really, really slow and safe. You can't play slow and safe after the second half. I will understand the first half of the game. You want to play slow and safe, but not after halftime and in overtime. You don't want to play slow and safe. But I do want to shout out the 49ers for making it to the Super Bowl. They had one hell of a season. Brock Purdy had a great comeback after getting hurt in the NFC Championship last year. So I just want to do a huge shout out to him. My MVP for the Super Bowl will definitely have to be Patrick Mahomes. He went 34 for 46, 333 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1 interception, and still won the game. So I'm not going to say he's the GOAT or he's better than Brady. I'm not going to say that at all. But I will say that he is one of the best, if not the best, quarterback in the NFL right now. And he has proven himself. I feel like he put the game on his back and he made it happen. Also, big shout out to that defense. They really, really stopped that San Francisco offense. And that's what we were scared of, but they were able to stop the Baltimore Ravens offense. So they could stop the San Francisco offense. But, everything changes when the Super Bowl's on the line. So they definitely showed out there. June.
I had a burp like stuck. We're talking about the Super Bowl, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, let me bring up my notes right here. let me tell you, it's been funny. I've been watching so Theo Vaughn, right? And he's so catchy with his words, you know, like cuz what's up, cuz? So
Yeah.
you know, but when I had to get my notes here. Can I say? I said it once and I'm gonna say it again. Super Bowl, correct?
Mhm.
Brock Purdy needed to be the playmaker, not the manager in that game. And that, in my opinion, was the reason that the 49ers lost. He played to manage the game instead of playing to make the plays that he's been making while they've been successful all year. And in my opinion, that's why they lost. You have your huge playmakers with minimal catches, with minimal yards. McCaffrey's the only one that played up to his expectations or more. Though he had that fumble, I mean, I think he still made up for it with given everything that given his performance overall. But as far as the rest of the team, I think just reflecting and having some time to take a look at it. The fact that they've been calling Brock Purdy a manager, and I say he was a great playmaker in the second half of the Detroit game, which got him to the Super Bowl. He needed to continue that in the Super Bowl to have the winning results. I think that was the biggest failure out of the entire game, in my opinion. I couldn't point fingers to the defensive coordinator, though they parted ways mutually recently, which is kind of interesting. And it's crazy. It really is crazy that I think Dallas has won more Super Bowls since their last appearance than the 49ers have since '95. But that's my take on it. I think it's going to be an interesting offseason just to see what the 49ers do. And when it comes down to the Kansas City Chiefs, I gave them a lot of credit on the Offsides podcast just because of the season that they had. And nobody, in my opinion, counted on Kansas City being there due to the fact of the better opposition when it came to the other teams that should have been there, like the Baltimore Ravens, like the Buffalo Bills, just to name a few. So shout out to the Kansas City Chiefs. They performed great. Shout out to Pacheco, the first ever back-to-back starting running back with 2 Super Bowls back-to-back. I mean, I almost want to say that's an ESPN stat, but it's so real, I have to take that away. So that's just my take on the Super Bowl. Interesting offseason, so to speak, especially if Mike Evans took over Kansas City.
Yeah. Well, for me, we talked about it offsides. I didn't want to see them win. Am I surprised they won? No. We've talked about it plenty of times. Consistency, continuity, chemistry. When you have a good head coach and you got a good, phenomenal quarterback, and you do have one good offensive weapon, and Travis Kelce, Kelce showed up big. You know what I'm saying? He showed up in the last, the AFC Championship showed up. I think if Kelce doesn't show up in them games, it might be a different ball game for the Chiefs because when Kelce's hot, you got to pay attention to him. You just can't let him run free, you know? And then you got to give credit where credit's due. MVS made the catches he needed to make. We're talking about the team that had the most drop passes all season. Most drop passes and most holding calls all season. And they go into the playoffs and they start making the catches they weren't making in the regular season. And in the Super Bowl, the Chiefs, the last 2 Super Bowls they played in, 0 offensive holding calls. I think that's a little help from the refs because we saw a lot of plays where we're like, oh, that's kind of holding, but no holding calls. That's playing like a flawless game. In a sense, when I thought they were going to get hit with some holding calls, because remember in the Ravens game, that one side of the offensive line was getting ran through and they was holding a lot. And they were getting called on it. I put the notes that you brought up the NFC Championship game. The truth is, the 49ers should never beat them. It was Dan Campbell's play calling and his management of the game that allowed the 49ers to come back and win and go into the play in the Super Bowl. I think Nikki said it when we recorded a couple of weeks ago before the Super Bowl, that she was like the 49ers weren't playing great football in the playoffs. They were playing mediocre. It just happened that because the other team either let up, made the wrong decision, wrong play calling, whatever, they took advantage and went into the Super Bowl. The Chiefs, what I give the Chiefs credit at, and Patrick Mahomes' development as a quarterback and his IQ is that he went from taking risks early in his career to not taking risks now. What he's doing is he's taking whatever the defense is giving him. Yeah, he threw a pick, but he's known to throw a pick, just like Kelsey fumbles at times, whatever. The difference is they didn't capitalize. The 49ers didn't capitalize on the turnovers. The muff punt, that really wasn't a muff punt. It was off the heel, gave it to them in the red zone, they scored. The interception that they got, or the fumble they got off McCaffrey, what happened? They got 3 points or 7 points off that, so they had points off turnovers. So you know what I'm saying? It wasn't like
Who muted?
I look at the text. I told you why. We could hear you in the background.
Oh, I wasn't talking.
No, you was yelling. We heard everything. America was hitting me up like, tell her be quiet. Nah. So you know, I'm giving credit. Look, Mahomes is what Mahomes is doing. Obviously, we haven't seen in such a short time. You know, we've seen other people win, like Brady won 3 in his first 4 years, but he wasn't the starter. He wasn't a first round pick, and at first he wasn't doing what he was doing later on in his years, right? I'm not gonna say he's the GOAT just because, like I said, Brady beat him 3 times actually. First regular season loss came through Brady and company. First playoff loss came through Brady and company, and Super Bowl loss came through Brady and company. But Mahomes is making a good case to be the greatest quarterback playing the game right now. Mm-hmm. And as much as I don't have a problem with Mahomes. I don't. As much as I wanted to see the 49ers win, they didn't. Look, like June said, they didn't go to their playmakers. They should have ran the ball more. They didn't run the ball as much. They had Elijah Mitchell, CMC, and the fullback Juszczyk. They didn't know. Where was Kittle at? They didn't go to Kittle. Where was they used Debo out the back. Ayuk had some good catches. What they do with that? Nothing. So, shout out to the Chiefs, man. They won back-to-back Super Bowls, first time since 2004. I think they're like the 4th or 5th. I don't know. They're one of the teams to do it. You know what I'm saying? So you got to give credit where credit's due. So I think moving forward, every team, their objective is to try to beat the Chiefs. I don't think, even in the NFC side, people are going to build their teams to combat them, not anybody else. Go ahead, Nick.
Super Bowl recap.
The Niners gave that game away. And I didn't say, I don't mean gave the game away as if they just laid down, but I agree with you. We already know Debo wasn't 100%, right? So Debo did the best Debo could do. Mm-hmm. McCaffrey did the best thing. Like, the only person they really didn't utilize, if you want to be really honest, was Kittle, right? In real life. You can.
We'll get to that because he's a topic today.
I think my biggest issue here is that, come on, you understand, if you don't put the team away, you're liable to lose. I mean, I don't know. I just, good for the Chiefs. Next.
All right. So Usher performed for the Super Bowl halftime show. I made this a topic. What did everyone think about it? We'll let you go first because she went last.
Okay, Nick, you go first.
All right. So this is my honest opinion. I thought it was a little underwhelming. I think it was good. I don't think it was bad. I think that a downfall for good entertainers, when you have so many hits and you're trying to cram it into such a little time, sometimes people that really enjoy your music can't. Like, by the time I wanted to get into it, he was on to the next song. You know, and I don't mean that in a bad way, but
no, yeah, I know.
It kind of, whatever. We could have did without Alicia, because her dress was the cutest thing.
Was so iconic, though.
No, we could have did without Alicia.
Look good.
I don't know. I think I was just a little underwhelmed. I don't think he did bad or whatever. I thought it was okay. I thought it was okay.
Frank?
I thought it was okay. I liked the Alicia part. I like the song. I like the whole thing. It was okay. I mean, it's gotten better over the years since Jay-Z over the halftime performances. It's gotten a lot better. I think that is subject to watching. You know what I'm saying? Depending if you ask people that love hip hop and Dr. Dre and all that stuff, they're gonna tell you last year's with Dre and all of them was amazing. Or one before that, the Rihanna fans are gonna be like, "Oh, Rihanna's was dope. If she wasn't pregnant, she would have killed it." Like. So I think it was good. I think it was.
Yeah, I do agree that.
I thought it was a good show. I wasn't disappointed. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
But now, if you're gonna tell me they leave me breathless and speechless, no, I'm not gonna say that.
Yeah.
But it was good. It was a good performance. I enjoyed it.
I think it was a good performance. I really do enjoy it, as I did enjoy it as well. I was singing, I don't know how to sing, but I felt like it was really short. Like, if you go back and you watch Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg with Eminem, 50 Cent, Mary J. Blige, and if you go back and watch Rihanna's, but if you really go back and you watch J-Lo and Shakira, those three were probably like 20 to 30. Shakira one felt like it was like forever. I felt like that Super Bowl halftime performance show was super duper short. But also the commercials leading up to the Super Bowl halftime, there was a lot more commercials than the prior Super Bowls that we watched waiting the halftime show. So he probably had time cut short. They probably told him like, hey, we're going to cut your time short a little bit, X, Y, and Z. So maybe that's why he was meshing songs closer together versus letting people get the groove of one song before he hopped into the next song. Because I felt like it was like 5 seconds of one song and then boom, he's in another song, It did felt a little rushed, but with the time being of how short it was, but overall, I still think that he did pretty good. My favorite part of the Super Bowl, though, is when he was doing his little glitching dance. I've been trying to practice it, and I don't know how to do my footwork like him. So I'm gonna get there one day. They're making it into a TikTok trend, so a lot of people are doing it as a TikTok trend. So I'm trying to copy other people that look like Usher doing it, and I don't know how to do it. But overall, good job, Usher. I think you did phenomenal. Alicia Keys, you look gorgeous as ever. Ludacris, you don't age at all. will.i.am, people thought you were Kanye West on the stage at first. It was, is that Kanye? Like, no, that's will.i.am. But definitely a great, amazing halftime.
You ain't gonna say nothing about JD?
Oh, and yeah, Jermaine Dupri was there. He still looks the same. Big shout out to Cameron Bridges. I know y'all don't know.
JD does not look the same, girl.
He had the glasses on. He looked the same with the glasses on. Big shout out to Cameron Bridges. She performed in the Super Bowl halftime show. She had 2 big pivotal parts. Yeah, I don't know who she is, but she was a little girl who danced on Dance Moms for Abby Lee Miller. And now she is a professional dancer dancing in the Super Bowl halftime show. So big shout out to her. June.
You guys said it all. The only thing I'm gonna say is I know dang well y'all seen JD socks. They look like they look like the socks that like they come in them dolls. You know what I'm talking about? Like the church dolls back in the day.
JD did not look. I thought it was CeeLo.
Yeah, he did.
He do resemble CeeLo Green a little bit too, but yeah.
And then I thought they said
and Lil
Usher
Jon,
thing was the
Lil
longest.
Jon.
Oh, Lil Jon was.
Shots, everybody.
But I thought they said his was like one of the longest. Or
No,
he had, well, we know it wasn't. Well, that's what I'm saying. I think because he had like every song he sang was a hit. You get what I'm saying? So when you singing bangers, and not saying Dr. Dre and them don't, but with Dr. Dre and them, it might have just felt longer because it was so many different people that was singing. So then you really
each song.
Yeah, you really see, and then but you got to remember each person with their song, they sang like 1 or 2 songs where everything was showcased with a song that Usher did. So it was like shots, in this club. Oh, your mama. I was like, God, and never
Shot,
mind, yeah, you
shot,
wear
shot,
my
shot,
you,
shot, 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 shot. Everybody.
Yo, it was
and
Nick.
never girl, you wear my and then it was a,
And I'm like, baby, let me love you down. There's so many
they called
ways
me you.
to love you.
It was
Oh,
literally
oh,
like that.
oh.
Yeah,
Everybody.
yeah,
That's my favorite
yeah.
part of it.
So like
No, but
for me, as soon as I wanted to get down in my groove, I was like, there go another song. Luda!
but I would say now,
Her was phenomenal. Her was
so now what we're
phenomenal.
going to do, Frank, I need to co-host. We are going to rank from 2020 to 2024 Super Bowl halftime performances. So I have a little chart that I'm going to use. And I'm gonna tell you which ones is which, right? So, and then I made everyone's name the color of their, like the main color of their team, right? So 2020, you had Shakira and J-Lo. 2021, you had The Weeknd. 2022, you had Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg. 2023, Rihanna, and in 2024, Usher. So we're gonna go 1 through 5, right? So Nikki, what do you rank as last place?
Last place for me probably would have been The Weeknd.
Hold on, let me see
And
if I
then,
can. Fast.
then what
1,
else?
2, hold on, 3, 4.
And then 4 probably would have been
So you also had Rihanna, Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre.
yeah, Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre probably was number 1 for me. Then
Okay.
Shakira, J-Lo was probably number 2. Weekend was number 5. And then
Okay.
the other 3 and 4, they
Rihanna,
can split.
Rihanna and Usher.
Yeah, they could split. I mean, they could split. It don't matter. Either could be 3, either could be 4.
You want to do Riri and then Usher?
Oh, you could flip it, Usher. You could do slash U, and then number 4, you could put slash art. Like, it doesn't really matter where you put them for me there. Maybe Usher number 3, and then Riri number 4. Mm-hmm. Yep.
No, how did I do that? How did I do that? How do I get that off?
I don't know.
Let's erase it.
It's off.
Okay.
U, then R.
No, I don't. I want to get the pen. Why is it not letting me grab the pen?
But you can't.
Hurry up, the Pooh Bear's calling.
Oh gosh.
Oh,
What you do?
my
He is.
having technical difficulties. Sorry.
Yeah, you done made it worse.
I don't even know what's going on right now.
Because you was like, no, swip it around. But it doesn't really matter where you have them at. Just swap them around though.
Yeah. So let me do this. There we go.
Well, that's why I said she could have put just R/U, U/R, because but since she didn't want to do that, then I was like, I might as well put U as 3 and then R as 4.
Okay.
Just put that one line and put your initials.
Shut the hell up, Jen.
You're off.
Okay, she took them all off.
There we go. So sorry, I have to start all over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You said The Weeknd, Riri, Usher, R, U,
Yeah. mhm.
Shakira, J-Lo, Dr. Dre, and Snoop Dogg. All right,
Snoop Dogg.
Frank.
I'm gonna say Dre.
As number 1?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna say Usher.
Number 2?
Yeah. Riri 3, Shakira and J-Lo 4, and Weekend 5.
All right, June.
The weekend would be number 5.
Okay.
Rihanna would be number 4. Usher would be number what are the three other ones?
You got Shakira and J-Lo with Dre and the whole Death Row.
I would go Usher. Yeah, Usher 1, Shakira, J-Lo 2, and then the other one 3.
And then Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre 3.
Mm.
Mine, I'm gonna do The Weeknd 5. Number 4, I'm gonna do Usher. Number 3, I'm gonna do Riri. Number 2, I'm gonna do Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre. And number 1 is gonna be Shakira and J-Lo. I think that was my favorite in the last 5 Super Bowl performances. That one was just like wow, like the entire time, you know?
I'm gonna have to go back and look at it because I really remember it.
Oh, it's so
I only
iconic.
remember it because I saw a documentary, and I think that's why that was number 2 for me. If not, I would have to go back and look at it. And I like what it stood for. That's why it was number 2. But The Weeknd, they could have said that one.
He was just the hottest artist at the time.
But I would say The Weeknd still did good with all the limitations. Because remember, his was during COVID.
Yeah.
So he couldn't really do much and he couldn't bring people. So that's that.
Yeah,
All
but
right.
that got nothing to do with the performance because everybody else's performance is not the people that's there. We're rating their performance. But I don't know. I also think out of all of them, I like all the other performers more than I like The Weeknd. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
So
yeah.
he was gonna be number 5 regardless.
Yeah, I agree. All right, so
I'll
next.
tell you, it really, I almost tied up Weeknd and Rihanna for number 5 because yeah, she was pregnant, but that's not my motherfucking problem. She should have had a
I
better.
understand, but
I'm just saying.
You know, she was practicing and practicing and rehearsing prior to getting pregnant, but she still did a lot. She still exceeded expectations as a pregnant woman.
Well,
Yeah,
I think that's why she was number 4 for me. Like, it's not because she was pregnant. I think it's more because of her music and I know what she's capable of. That's why she ended up being number 4. But and again, like I said, The Weeknd, out of all of them, he's my least favorite artist out of all of them.
Yeah,
So he wasn't going to get anything higher. And then I think she ended up falling number 4 because I knew she could have done more than what she did, and it was okay.
Yeah. My Pisces queen still killed it pregnant.
matter of fact, switch her on the
She didn't
weekend.
do shit. She didn't do shit. Don't listen. It's too late. It's too late.
Put her ass in motherfucking number 5.
Too late. It's sealed.
Yep.
All right. So next, there's speculations that Brandon Ayuk might leave the team, right? And this right here, I'm going to show it on the screen, is a prime example of why your family shouldn't put your business on social media, right? So after the Super Bowl loss, probably it was the day of the parade that the Kansas City Chiefs at the parade, Brandon Ayuk's brother posted this on his Instagram stories. So the first one says, "This is the exact reason why we leave in San Francisco. Thank you, 49ers, for drafting my brother. We're forever grateful. BA to Vegas." Then his next story was, "Why does your all-pro 1,300-yard receiver have 3 catches in a Super Bowl? Question mark. So there might be trouble in paradise in San Francisco. But why is it your brother's business to post it on social media? What's your take on this, y'all?
Because he talked to his brother about it, and he knows that he can't put it out there, so his brother did it. You know, I feel some kind of way about this post, right? Because I agree with Nikki. The 49ers didn't really do as much as they probably could have did in the Super Bowl to win that game. You know, they played it safe, conservative, when I felt they should have went all out. You're right. You have a 1,300-yard receiver. Why are you not going to him? But let's give credit to Steve Spagnuolo and that defense that at one point was in the top 5, top 10 defense in the league. They applied pressure when they had to. They got in Purdy's face when they had to. It didn't allow him to go through his progression. Them corners locked it down. So let's not act like they was going up against the 32 ranked defense and, you know, they still wasn't making it do what it do. I don't like this because your business is your business. You know, well, you know, for the most part, well, not all of us was in the Navy at one point or another. And all of us don't like when people take our business and our divisions and our shops and our office and take it outside of the office and not let other people know our shit. You know what I'm saying? I just don't agree with it. I don't like it. That's not the way to get your ass to Vegas to work for Antonio Pierce. You know what I'm saying? This is, I don't like it. I don't like it. That's just my take on it.
June, Nikki?
I honestly, if you want me to be honest, I really don't care. The reason why I say that is, regardless if he spoke to his brother or not, family members just always overstep their boundaries. You know what I'm saying?
Especially
look
when you
at
have
yeah, look at Pat. You know, like look at anybody, fill in the blank. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of time I feel like sometimes people do it just to put themselves on the map. You know what I'm saying? Like just to be
to get the blogs to be talking about them, to get people to want to follow them and stuff.
right. You know, sometimes I think the issue with kids, and I only say kids because I feel like they're doing more, but adults do it too. Any publicity is publicity, regardless good or bad. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Until Brandon come out here and say whatever, it is another family member talking shit. It is what it is. So I think we spend too much time, and I'm not talking about us, I'm just saying general, you know, highlighting what the brother said, what the daddy did. Obviously, I'm talking about Patrick. What the brother is doing, what the wife looking like, or you know what I mean. I don't think the Niners did well. Like I said, I think, you know, it's hard because I don't think they played terrible, but I see where they had room. They have areas of improvement. You know what I mean? I guess I think they gave it away because they just never put the Chiefs away. But I don't feel like they didn't play. I don't know if it's hard for me to kind of explain. But you know, families are gonna always say some shit, especially when they feel like they brother, they son, they is the best of the best of the best. You know, I'm always gonna talk up mine against, especially where I feel like he could have or she should have or whatever. So it is what it is. He expressed his feelings, all right, and he became irrelevant again. Not him as in Brandon. What's his brother's name? All we keep saying is Brandon, are you brother?
Drayson.
Yeah.
Drayshawn.
Look, see again, and in about another 3 days, and I'm only just because we talk about it right now, he's gonna be Mr. Irrelevant again. So
Yeah. June?
Yeah, exactly what Nikki said. It's just kind of like CeeDee Lamb's mom when she had posted that stuff about him and Dak ain't who he was. You know, maybe the players got to have a little bit more I don't know, a little bit more to say with their families and say, hey, you know, shut the fuck up. Unless you're
I'm
my agent.
confiding in you. Don't spread.
Unless you're my agent, don't talk about me, because then it's gonna make me look bad, et cetera, et cetera. It could even bring down my credit score as far as who wants to take me.
My trademark it.
Exactly. So it could affect that. So, you know, that's a conversation for the player to have with their families, and if they don't, that's shame on them. Because I would tell my family, like, hey, look, if it ain't saying, hey, look, it's about your brother. You lost because of your brother, June. And my brother come out and say some shit, then I get it. But until then, just, hey, leave me alone, cuz.
you gotta understand, people, you know, we get frustrated over less and more. And we say things, you know, to family members or whatever. Because I'm not going to say Brandon didn't say what he said, right? But not every conversation, it's the same thing like you tell your spouse. Not every pillow conversation needs to be aired out. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, business is business, right? And brother, what's his name? Trayshawn? What's his name?
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Right. You're not, you know, you're not in a position to talk business, right? So I'd rather him, you know, and again, family will always express frustration when it comes to theirs, regardless how right or wrong they are, right? So I just wouldn't put much capital, and he might be gone. It is what it is, but shit, he could have did everything right and still be gone. So I'm just not gonna,
I think, the bigger picture for me is they got to decide if the quarterback they got in the center is the right quarterback for that team or not. That's just for me. Because you got too much talent under center. You got too much talent and you keep coming up short. Now it could be the call, it could be the play calling. You know what I'm saying? But you see, my thing is when people start talking and shit, why would you want to go to the Raiders? What makes you so sure the Raiders are gonna go all the way? They still in the same division as the Chiefs. They still in the AFC, and we can name at least 4 teams better than them right now.
Antonio Pierce.
Yeah,
Maybe.
but culture. Look, Asante Samuel left the Patriots to go to the Eagles after they lost to the Giants, I think it was. And when they asked him, they said, "Why did you leave the Patriots to go to the Eagles?" He said, "Because the Eagles had a better chance going back to the Super Bowl than the Patriots." That's what he said. We know what happened. They ain't go back until they beat us in 2017. So you can leave. You could
Retire.
Yeah, you could think it's always greener on the other side until you leave. If it's me, the 49ers have a team. They have it. I would not go nowhere until I'm chasing money over a ring. You know what I'm saying? So hey, they don't got a quarterback in the Raiders. They don't got a quarterback. So
Okay. Next, we got some pictures. Oh, real fast, before we do pictures. Richard Sherman got arrested for a DUI. How do you think that makes him look? You think he's out of there? Out of Fox?
he probably will be, but I don't think he needs to be. It just happened. You hired him after the alleged domestic violence dispute with him kicking the door in. You got a DUI. It happens. It happens. And did anybody die? Did he kill anybody? Did he hit anybody? No. Fine. But I don't think he should stay on Fox Sports with Undisputed. I think that honestly, I think he should be on his own.
He's but if you notice, like towards the end of Undisputed or towards the end of the NFL season, I think he's more available during the NBA. Like now that there's no more NFL, he was only there Monday and Tuesdays. Wednesdays he had to travel to wherever Thursday Night Football is because he's still under contract with Amazon Prime, and he covers Thursday Night Football. So, and then he travels back on Friday. So he was only there Monday and Tuesdays. But I do think he's a great addition for Undisputed. Now that everyone's talking basketball, I'm excited to see like him articulate basketball a lot more.
I mean,
So I hope he don't.
I'm telling you, look, for me, I like Richard Sherman. I think
because they can be unbiased because it's basketball and not the NFL.
Yeah, true. Skip is still biased, man. Skip is.
Well, yeah, I'm talking about him and Keyshawn, and I'm talking about them. So with them, that's a sport that they never played, So it will be fun to watch them talk basketball.
We'll see. I think he ain't going nowhere.
I don't think he's going anywhere either.
So I think, regardless of who it is for me, it's a bad look, right? But I also think, and when Frank said this, I was like, well, that's not fair to say that, but I'm about to say the same thing, right? Thank God it wasn't anything worse. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, you know how many other people drink a motherfucking drive? Again, I'm not trying to excuse it, or I'm not trying to say it's good or whatever, but, it seems just so small compared to a lot of other things that can be worse, in public eye. So, yeah. For me, I think it's just embarrassing. You get what I'm saying? Just for me. I think it's more embarrassing, especially when you talk shit. And I'm not saying like you talk shit, because he can hold his own, then you get caught up doing something so dumb. You know what I mean? I think for me, it's just more embarrassing, but man. Shit, Patrick Daddy just didn't.
Facts, right?
Yep.
I'm just saying, so that he looked bad. He was smiling his bust out and everything.
He was so drunk when the Chiefs won the AFC Championship game. He was like, "I'm proud of my boy. I've been proud of him since he was a baby." And they were
I think for Patrick, he's embarrassed.
Brittany Mahomes and Taylor Swift Super Bowl, and he was like,
I ain't sitting with them.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. I think for Patrick, it's even more embarrassing because Patrick looks so put together.
Because your brother.
Well, his brother, whatever, but he looked so
Mhm.
put together, and his dad looked like a hood booger for real, for real. Like he looked like, you get what I'm
They
saying?
said they said his dad is the true N-word that Patrick Mahomes would never be.
Oh, I used hood booger instead of the real word that I wanted to use.
He, look, I agree with Nikki. Embarrassment is more that what I would use when describing this DUI that old boy got. Because you're an athlete with means. You have means. That's the difference. And right now, as we speak, there's probably 5 people in the United States getting a DUI right now, as we speak. You're not going to hear about it because if nobody dies and nothing happens, it just whatever. But since they're famous, it comes out. My only thing with them, since they are famous and have more means than we do, is, bro, why don't you just take a black car service? Why
Yeah,
you
that's another frustrating thing. You get what I'm saying?
should actually get
Joe probably can't do it, but Richard Sherman can. You can afford it.
Like, remember when Dante Saltworth in Miami got drunk, ran over that Cuban dude and everything, killed him. I'm saying to myself, bro, why are you even driving your car? You have money. Yo, hey, listen, I'm about to get messed up tonight. But guess what? You driving, you don't drink a damn thing, and I'm gonna sit in the back of this Rolls Royce or this black car service and look fucking drunk and happy.
Maybe half of them writing it off any damn way. So
For real.
why even, you know what I'm saying? It was a business, it was an executive business meeting. Yeah, I mean, half of them writing that shit off anyway. Get behind have somebody else drive you. It's crazy.
It is crazy. I don't get it, but anyway, it is what it is.
Yeah.
All right, now we got some pictures. There's a few pictures. We'll knock her out first.
And she's hoping that Ukraine will have the wars that it had before all this happened. The war will be over. But she admits that right now.
Okay.
This
is not NFL related at all, but big shout out to Caitlin Clark, right? Last week she hit 49 points and 13 assists, and in the same game she has a career total of 3,569 points, #1 all-time leading scorer in women's college basketball history. Now she is only 75 points away from being the all-time leading scorer in both men and women's college basketball. And there's still lots of the season to go. So big shout out to Caitlin Clark. June's a big hater of her. Don't know why.
I'm not a hater of her.
He was talking so much cash shit during March Madness about her. You remember last year?
I was joking.
Okay. But yes, big shout out to her. I know you guys, do y'all watch women's college basketball?
No.
No?
I watch it during March Madness because it gets competitive.
Yeah, it gets really competitive. I will say that during the NBA All-Star games, Shaq said that she is the best college player, men and women, that he's ever seen in his life. He also told her, do not go to the WNBA. The Brooklyn Nets need you.
Wow.
Said that on air, on live during the NBA All-Star game. Then Stephen A. Smith says, we don't know whether to call her the female Steph Curry or to call Steph Curry the male Caitlin Clark. She her 3-point percentage, so these last 4 years, is, I want to say, 52%. Which is really good. So big shout out to her. I'm a big Caitlin Clark fan, big Caitlin Clark stan, and go to Boston next year. All right, so breaking news, the first franchise tag of the season is T. Higgins. The Bengals did franchise tag T. Higgins, so he is the first of many. Who else would you guys like to see franchise tag, either for your team or for any other team?
I don't know. Nick, go first.
I don't see nothing.
No, she's saying for your team, not who, just off the top of your head. Anybody for your team franchise tag or from another?
Well, they're gonna do it for Josh Allen. I hope they do. I think. Okay, so this is where it gets tricky for me, right? I think Josh Allen could or should, However, and I think he's done well, like really good. Like he is the staple on our defense, but it
Mhm.
also make me question, like, damn, even though he's a staple, like he wasn't a Calais Campbell. And Calais was a staple in our defense. You know what I'm saying?
But
Like,
he
so
is
I don't know.
on his back. He like the last 3 seasons he has been putting the defense on his back. And
Yeah, he
Trey,
has. And that's the point. I'm like, he had, like, okay,
Mhm.
for what we have, he has, but I've
Mhm.
seen better on our defense. You get what I'm saying? Like, where, like, okay, so he came on, and I think he was with Calais for a year or two. So when he came on, where he's reached to where Calais was, he hasn't reached where Calais was. Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, but he picked up where it was left off. It's just not to the extent of Calais Campbell. But I still think he has a lot of ball game left in him to reach.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. Like, if they're going, I will do him. I just don't. For what he's done for us, it would be him. But I know that other people that has been in his shoes in that position has done more when they got to this time for them, if that makes sense.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
June.
I'll franchise tag. I'm putting Nick Foles. Everybody looked up like shit. I don't know, man. We have a lot of moving parts. I think half of our team is on free agency right now. But I slapped that shit on Swift. You know what I mean? I slapped it on Swift, man. He had over 1,000 yards. The last 1,000 yards back to back running back.
Not to Saquon Barkley.
No, I don't want to say keep him away from his
That's
injury.
that's the word of the streets.
Hey, keep that injury prone overpaid running back away.
Hey, you may never know. He might pull a Christian McCaffrey, might go to a team that's actually worth something and then not be injured at all.
You're right. You're absolutely right. That's definitely messed up, but that's right. I don't know. I'll put it on Swift. You know what I mean? I think he's proven.
Okay.
I think he fits well in our offense. The only thing we need to figure out something else. But yeah, that's just my pick from us.
For the Steelers, I would love to see us franchise tag Miles Killebrew. I think that he really, really stepped up and outperformed this season. He's great. He's still young. He's not under a big contract or extension. So I would love to franchise tag Miles Killebrew. Frank?
Honestly, nobody. For my team, I don't think anybody needs to be franchise tag. We haven't had no success, so why do that now? As far as any other team, this is one of them I did want to see was T. Higgins. I'm not really tracking everybody else, to be honest, to know exactly. I have to look at it to give you a opinion. I would not tag Saquon Barkley. I would let him go. I don't know who else is up for grabs though. To be honest, I don't. So I'm not equipped.
We'll go through some of them. Each week I'll post different positions
Yeah,
for you.
but for my team, nobody. I think they need to. They doing what they need to do now. Get the coaching staff, and then worry about everything else.
You get one of these guys in their prime. Who are you choosing? You got Antonio Brown.
Oh man. Shit. I'm going AB. I go AB.
Yeah, I'm gonna go AB in his prime.
But it's not by much, to be honest, because
I'm going Owens. I don't give a fuck about AB and his goddamn prime. AB to me, I don't give a damn. Bye.
His prime, like put his shenanigans aside, his CTE aside, his prime. Okay, June, who are you picking in their prime?
I'm going with T.O.
Okay. Fucking AB.
All right, what sports memory would you want erased from your mind?
Oh,
2007 Super Bowl. That's it.
Oh, we are undefeated season. Y'all lost to the Giants.
Yep, that's it.
I would say Super Bowl 45. We lost to Green Bay Packers. I would say either that or when I watched the beginning of the CTE for Antonio Brown with that nasty hit from Burflick. That was nasty.
I think he was always crazy. That was just something he
No,
tagged
but
himself to.
he was never that crazy prior to that nasty hit. He hasn't been the same since that hit.
Mm-hmm.
He has not. He's never done anything crazy or any shenanigans before that hit. I would say the only crazy thing he ever did before that hit is when he did that punt return and he kicked the Bengals punter. And he tried to jump over him and put his cleat in his face. I think that's the only like crazy thing he did prior to that. Yes.
Yeah, I felt bad for him.
Yeah. I would say that maybe the DeMar Hamlin, that was very sad and very bad. June.
I'm gonna go with 2. The very first one, a Super Bowl in 2004, and then I'm gonna go with the Super Bowl in '95 when the Cowboys beat the Steelers. The Steelers should have beat the Cowboys because now we still hear about that shit, which has been another year longer that the Cowboys have never won.
Nikki.
I don't know. You know, I ain't start football to thing, but I think for me is Miles Jack wasn't down.
What?
That was super controversy. I remember that.
If Miles Jack was what?
Wasn't down. They said he was.
I thought you said something else.
He was down by contact. That's it. Because the Patriots player did touch him. He was down by contact. But it was like he like brushed him, you know? All right. Which player surprised you the most during the 2023 season? I'll go first. Mine would definitely have to be Mason Rudolph. His 4-game win streak that allowed us to be in the playoffs and keep our winning streak definitely surprised me the most. And then I will probably say it wasn't really a surprise, but CJ Stroud and the Houston Texans doing what they did, you know, having that really, really slow start with losing, I want to say 2 or 3 games in a row at the very beginning of the season and then picking up right after that. Those are my 2. June.
I'm gonna go with Joe Flacco. And
that was mine.
I'm gonna go with Tua Tagovailoa. Honestly, I did not think that he was gonna perform like a regular quarterback after everything that he went through.
Yeah.
And he exceeded those expectations. So that's why I chose them.
Okay, Nikki.
Yeah, mine was Joe. Yeah, I think at least for me, like I threw it away, like, oh, he gonna come, whatever, you know, woo woo woo, and he effortlessly performed until, you know, eventually caught up. But yeah, I think Joe Flacco was mine.
Frank.
I'm gonna go Texans. I didn't expect them to do what they did. You know, we didn't know what CJ Stroud was gonna be like. To see him go in the game and actually play and excel. That was a young team. You know, we didn't know what it was, and new rookie head coach. So I mean, Flacco was a surprise as well. But I'm gonna go with CJ Stroud and the Texans. For me,
I would say, even though I was rooting for him to be the number 1 draft pick, I'm glad that he went to Houston and turned that team around. I think that he fits the system a lot better now how the season played. Okay. Which team would be a good fit for Saquon Barkley, who is going to hit free agency? So you have the Chargers, Eagles, Texans, Bengals, and Baltimore Ravens on here. So out of those teams, which one would be a good fit for Saquon? Let's say all healthy, like he's healthy the whole season.
Tomorrow, but really, spring break just kind of kicks
Um,
it Tuesday and Wednesday, or at least it'll feel like.
I
I'm-
say teams are Chargers,
I'm gonna go Bengals.
Bengals.
Yep, a 1-2 punch. They got running backs in Baltimore. I mean, that'd be another good one for him too, because he's not the primary back. So, but I'm gonna say Bengals.
Nikki,
I actually think he'll be fine any of those plays. I think his
Yeah.
expertise will work in any of them.
any of them? Yep.
Yeah, I think in any of them. If somebody needs it, it might be the Chargers. But
Yeah.
And especially in the third.
yeah, I think any of them actually.
Mississippi River Valley.
He couldn't go wrong, or the team couldn't go wrong with him being there.
Right now, it's still
June.
Mountains, Southern Canada, Montana, Idaho, even. But this week, the system will.
I would go with the Bills or the Texans.
Only Thursday morning. We'll see a few stray scattered showers at least initially.
They're not up there, June.
Oh, I didn't even see
The
the
Texans is in there.
No, I couldn't see the list. Let me minimize the pictures in the bottom. Oh, man, eliminate the Eagles, please.
So even into Saturday, quickly washout. Really just enough to be kind of a nuisance for a lot of folks out there.
Yeah, we'll go with the Texans and the Ravens. I think if you put too much work on him, he's gonna get injured.
Mid-70s tomorrow, upper 60s.
I agree.
For your Tuesday and your Wednesday, that comes in on early Thursday.
Rank these free agent running backs in order you would sign them. So 1 would be yes, then number 2, then 3, and number 4 would be least likely signed. So you have Derrick Henry, Saquon Barkley, Josh Jacobs, and Tony Pollard. So we'll let Frank go first. So rank them from 4 to 1. So from least to who you're gonna sign.
So are we going off their prime or time left?
They're free agent running backs, like time left.
Oh,
You
then-
need a free agent running back. Rank them of how you like.
yeah. So Josh,
Least to most.
yeah, Josh Jacobs, number 1, Henry 2, Saquon 3, Pollard 4.
So he did it backwards. There's always the men who do it backwards, Nikki.
Yeah, I just said least.
Every time we say that, they always go opposite. Nikki's the only one to ever do it right the first time. So you'll go Pollard, then Saquon, then Henry, then Jacobs is number 1.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. June.
Did you hear me when I said least?
I was ready. You said it, and I already processed in my mind, so I didn't go back and change it. I didn't call the audible. If you're wrong, stay wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
June gonna fuck it up just because his name is Julio.
I'm gonna go with Henry first,
No.
Told you.
Jacobs
Leave him.
second.
Leave him. I told you.
Barkley third, and Pollard fourth. I will sign them in that order.
I will go with Pollard as number 4.
Ah,
Saquon as number
specific.
3. Josh as number 2. And Derek as number 1. Which is so shocking. But, I think Derek still got it in him.
I do too. He's just big. I'm gonna go number 4, Pollard, the same as Nikki. Number 3, Saquon. Number 2, Josh Jacobs, and number 1, Derrick Henry.
And
Thanks,
I
Nick.
like Pollard, but out of the list, yeah, But I also think Pollard ate when they had
Push it open.
old
So
dude.
push it. Go.
And then when he needed to be number 1, he can't be true number 1.
Okay. So Nikki is going to guess this player.
Oh, okay.
Only Nikki. Only Nikki.
Is it one player or
It's one player.
Gronk.
Ding ding ding. Okay.
I fucking guessed.
I was like, the college she's not going to get, but the draft and then the last team played, I said she definitely got to get that because we know Brady went to Michigan, you know. So
Oh, I didn't know this.
All right, so this is prior to the new cap space, right? But this was how much cap space each team has right now. But this was 3 days ago.
Yo, that's crazy. I'm laughing at the Bills. That's the only thing I'm
Yeah.
laughing at right now.
So at the least amount with the Bills was what negative 41,742,000.
They still negative.
Yo, how you in the negatives, yo?
There's a lot of teams in the negatives.
yeah?
But negative
They
41
still in the
million
negative.
dollars. There's
Not
a lot
really,
of
it's just
contract reconstruction. Some coaches got to get laid off. There's a lot of reconstructions and cuts they got to do to at least get to at least 10 million in the negatives, you know? And Washington Commanders have the most with 87,049,626
Oh, everybody about to get a new job with the Washington. They could get a whole new everything.
That's like the Texans last year. They got a whole new everything still. And they're number 7 on this list with $67 million, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Patriots got $82,927,006. I said 0.
Yeah, that's
But I do have faith Gerard Mayo. He is going to rebuild and rebrand. And Rome wasn't built in a day. That's all I can say. Right, Frank?
Yep. And Robert Kraft already said it's not about the money. He said it's not. He said, don't think that I'm scared to spend money because I'm not. I
don't think that. I don't think that at all.
I think they just spent the money in the wrong place. I think the draft is going to make a big difference if they decide to trade down or trade up or give up their spot for something else, because even Mac Jones is not off the table right now. They're talking about he might stay. So,
Well, I don't think Mac Jones was the issue. I don't think he was the main issue. Let's say that.
No, his rookie year, he did go okay. You know what I'm saying? He did good. It's just, again, there was a lot.
But I don't think he's the answer either, though.
No. For him to be great, I think he would need like a team like the 49ers. You know what I'm saying? Like, or weapons like that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But we'll see. Let's see what happens. I'm very interested to see what's going to happen.
Who will be the Steelers starting quarterback in 2024? So I don't know if you guys were looking at social media or watching ESPN or NFL Network, Good Morning Football. There is a very, very, very good chance that Mike Tomlin is working behind the scenes to get Russell Wilson. Would you guys feel about that?
Well, we already know I like Russ.
Yeah, I think that's what y'all need is a veteran quarterback.
Yes, I do. I say they already let go of Trubisky. It was sad to let him go, but it had to been done, you know? I don't see Justin Fields coming to us, but I do see for sure is Justin Fields going to Atlanta. I do feel like that they're going to make that trade. But if they do not make that trade and the if that make the trade, the Chicago Bears are going to draft Caleb Williams, which is the dumbest thing they could do because he was the Heisman last or the year before last, right? But he was not worried and focused on his last season in college. He was focused on what teams he was going to get part ownership of if they draft him. His 4 teams that were the only teams that were allowed to draft him, X, Y, and Z. He's a really good college quarterback, you know, but he didn't meet the expectations that everyone was expecting him to perform this season. If they wanted to draft a quarterback first and send Justin Fields somewhere else, your best bet is Drake May, I would say is your number one best bet, or Jaden Daniels from LSU. Those are your top two best bets, right? Or even Bo Nix, from Oregon. But what I see happening is the Chicago Bears keep Justin Fields, use their number one draft pick, and draft Marvin Harrison Jr. That would be the best and the most thing that makes the most sense, You know why? Because they still have DJ Moore. They have a good running back. Imagine Marvin Harrison Jr. and DJ Moore as your wide receivers 1 and 2. Then you have a quarterback that can throw and that can rush. I feel like the Bears would be unstoppable. It's just me. They're just missing that other key player,
You still got your quarterback to give him the ball though.
Yeah, I know, but I feel like Justin Fields, he could do it.
Where's his development at though?
It's coming, Frank. It's fucking coming. God damn it. Wait on it, okay? It's coming. Leave him alone. It's coming. It's coming. But no, I do not see Justin Fields. I would say have Kenny Pickett sit behind Russell Wilson and use Mason Rudolph as your QB3.
Okay.
Hell, hey, maybe even as your QB2. I don't know. All right. Next. Injured in 2023. Who will make the biggest comeback? So you have Aaron Rodgers, Joe Burrow, J.K. Dobbins, Nick Chubb, Tank Dell, Trayvon Diggs, Christian Gonzalez, and Anthony Richardson. Out of these people, who is going to make the biggest comeback? You can only pick one.
Joe
Aaron
Burrow.
Frank said Joe Burrow. Drew said Aaron Rodgers.
Joe Burrow.
I actually agree with you. I think the thing with Joe is we know what Joe can do with his team. I think it's still
his team.
Yeah, I think it's still we still got to see what Aaron can do with the Jets.
For me, I say Tank Dell. And the reason why I say that is because the Texans won their division and they made it to the divisional round. He's going to come back super hungry to get them past the divisional round because he was a rookie wide receiver and he was that number one that CJ Stroud was going to prior to his injury, So I feel like he's going to come back bigger and faster and stronger. And he's going to be an issue because he was an issue before he got injured. Okay. All right, so these are the notable tight end free agents. You got Dalton Schultz, Mike Gesicki, Gerald Everett, Austin Hooper, and Hunter Henry and Noah Fant. So these are just our notable free agent tight ends. I say, who would you want their team to keep?
I didn't know we let go of Schultz.
I would like I would keep Hunter Henry.
Yeah, that was the name I was looking.
Hunter Henry. I would say yes. But you know who else too?
Who?
The Texans could keep Dalton Schultz. He did really good with them.
Yeah, I didn't know we let his ass go.
Because you've been working every Sunday, Nikki.
Good job.
All right. Who has the best retro logo? So I'm going to go from left to right, start at the top. Chicago Bears, Cincinnati Bengals, Buffalo Bills, Denver Broncos, Cleveland Browns, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Arizona Cardinals, Los Angeles Chargers, Indianapolis Colts, Dallas Cowboys, Miami Dolphins, Philadelphia Eagles, Atlanta Falcons, San Francisco 49ers, New York Jets, Detroit Lions, Green Bay Packers, New England Patriots, I forgot the Giants, I think, Las Vegas Raiders, Los Angeles Rams, New Orleans Saints, Seattle Seahawks, Pittsburgh Steelers, and the Tennessee Titans, who used to be the Houston Oilers. So that logo is the Houston Oilers logo.
I think for me, maybe it's the Rams. I don't
Rams house.
I like the Browns. I think that shit is hilarious.
There's a little elf.
I think it's hilarious.
For me, I go with Patriots. I like it. I mean, Giants was another one I liked. I don't know why the Giants just stands out to me for some reason. It looks like the Falcons and like Falcons, like Falcon looks so generic. It looks like you're looking at a Nintendo game.
Bro, I had to stare. I was like, what?
It's like a bottle opener, right? Like I'm about to pop a beer or something.
You're so funny.
The which ones? The 49ers?
No,
No,
no.
the Falcons.
Oh, the Falcons.
Buccaneers look like it's on a commercial.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody's trying to.
Sell you
Oh,
Florida or some shit.
mm-hmm.
I say, of course, Steelers. I love the Steelmen. But the Philadelphia's Green Eagle, Kelly Green Eagle, will forever be iconic.
Yeah, you already know.
June said you already know.
I didn't know.
You knew.
Okay. Most losses in the NFL over the past 20 years. Well, so the Browns have the most losses. Then it's the Raiders, Jags, Lions, Washington Commanders, Jets, Tampa Bay, Texans, Rams, Cardinals, Giants, Dolphins, Bears, San Francisco, Panthers, and then the Titans. Dang, football need to come back because I forgot half of those teams. That's why I was like a pause. So wait, what team is that again?
Yeah, but a lot of these franchises start turning around too.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
Rams,
This is over the past 20 years, so
Lions, Browns, Raiders, they did good. Dolphins, 49ers. It's crazy. Like a lot of these teams have really turned it around. So is that saying that it takes 20 years for a team to actually come around?
Yeah.
maybe.
That's it.
All right. The last time each team started a rookie quarterback in a game. So the most recent is the Panthers, Bears, Cardinals, Browns, Raiders, Colts, Texans, New York Giants, Vikings, and the Titans. And the team that hasn't started the lead or the furthest away was the Green Bay Packers in 1987.
That's crazy.
Yeah, because all their quarterbacks came from, like Brett Favre wasn't a rookie, came from Atlanta.
They allowed their starting quarterbacks to watch and get developed.
Bro,
behind. Yeah.
yeah, that's interesting.
Interesting shit.
All right. So which state has the best NFL lineup? So you have Team Louisiana, Dak Prescott, ETN, Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, CeeDee Lamb. Team Florida, Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry, Amari Cooper, Deontay Johnson, Gabe Davis. Team Texas, Patrick Mahomes, J.K. Dobbins, Waddle, Mike Evans, Sutton. Team Georgia, Justin Fields, Alvin Kamara, Hill, Jacoby Myers, Evan Ingram. And then Team California, Josh Allen, Joe Mixon, Amon St. Brown, Devontae Adams, and then Jr.
I'm gonna go California.
I was gonna go California, but I'm taking Josh Allen. Look, take Josh Allen out and put CJ Stroud right there and call that Team California.
Yeah.
June.
And Team Texas looked pretty decent too, though.
Yeah, Team Texas is really good too.
Shit. Team
Only
Florida-
one person is messing up Team Louisiana. There's only one person messing up Team Louisiana.
That motherfucking Prescott.
Yeah. I don't know if it's
You
a
have
smile
all
or
those
it's
weapons
his
and
whole
he's still
face.
gonna find a way. Imagine him having all those weapons and he still find a way to fuck up, you know?
He will.
Yeah, I'm about to say, Will.
So June said Team Texas. Nikki,
What was it?
which state has the best NFL lineup? I said California. Frank said California. June said Texas.
I like Georgia. Oh man, I like Louisiana. Oh, look, Florida.
You gotta pick one.
Oh, I'm picking Florida.
Okay.
No, you didn't. Pre.
So these are the Super Bowl MVP since 2000. Ray Lewis, Tom Brady, Dexter Jackson, Tom Brady, Deion Branch, Hines Ward, Peyton Manning, Eli Manning, Santonio Holmes, Drew Brees, Aaron Rodgers, Eli Manning, Joe Flacco, Malcolm Smith, Tom Brady, Von Miller, Tom Brady, Nick Foles, Julian Edelman, Patrick Mahomes, Tom Brady, Cooper Kupp, Patrick Mahomes, Patrick Mahomes.
Mm.
Crazy.
I like to see you see diversity. You got some defensive players in there too.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
And then you have other than quarterbacks in there too. Hines Ward, Santonio Holmes,
Julian Branch.
Julian Edelman. And I love that they gave it to Julian Edelman and not, well, he was the reason why y'all won. Not really, but that touchdown at the end of the game,
Yeah. He had the most yards though.
Mm-hmm. These are the 2025 notable Hall of Fame candidates. You got Luke, Eli, Earl, Marshawn, Adam, Clay Matthews. Remember we talked about Clay Matthews a while ago? We're like, yo, did he even retire? Because there was nothing about a retirement or nothing. He just walked away from football,
That's
Terrell
crazy,
Suggs,
right?
Joe Staley, Vernon Davis, Aqib Talib, Ryan Khalil, and then Marshall Yonda. I remember watching all these people play,
Yeah, I'm gonna wait and see what they pick next year because
Yeah, because they messed up big time this year,
in my opinion, again,
Fred Taylor, Antonio Gates,
yeah, you just don't even get them in. I don't even know if they got a vote or not, to be honest. That's just crazy to me. But we'll see. But Marshawn's gonna get in just because he got the ring.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. All right, now we have a game, and then we're done. So let me put my thing back up to do tally, to keep score. All right, so we're gonna do it a little different. There's 13 franchises that have won the Super Bowl since 2020. Your job is to name all 13 franchises without messing up or saying an incorrect one. Okay? And the minute you mess up, the next person tries. Okay? And Nikki's sleeping again.
No, I'm not. You don't see me shaking my head?
Oh, and in order, I'm not going to say anything. The minute you mess up, I'm going to go next. That's how you know you messed up. Okay? So we're going to start off with June. You're going to name all 13 franchises that have
all 13, huh? It's all 13, huh?
13 franchises that have won the Super Bowl since 2013. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the tally marks for everyone to get right. And the minute you answer wrong, I'm going to say next.
Hey, I'm laughing because June's like, that's messed up. Look.
Hey.
All right, do you not want to go first, June?
No, I'm cool. I'm just saying all 13. It's like, hey, name the last 3. No, hey, name the last 45 winning Super Bowl quarterbacks. Okay.
No, she didn't say quarterback. She just said Super Bowl team.
She might as well say quarterbacks.
The last 13 teams to win the Super Bowl since 2000. All right, June. Ready, set, go.
The Chiefs.
Okay.
How much time I got?
You got to go until you mess up. Come on.
But
you don't have an hour.
Hey, relax. Cógelo con take it easy, muchacho. All right. Okay. So the Chiefs. The Chiefs.
No, you can't name the same team twice.
What do you mean?
Oh no, no, June.
all the teams who won the Super Bowl since 2000, but not in
Oh.
order, like just the franchises.
Oh,
You
I'm
don't have
thinking
to
in
Uh,
pick-
order.
2000.
not in order.
Hey,
You don't
Not in
have to
order,
order.
just
Hey,
the team.
okay.
So you
Hey.
don't have to say the Chiefs
Okay.
this year and the Chiefs
Oh,
last
okay.
year.
All right. I thought you wanted in order.
Clarity. I want some clarity. Since 2000 up.
Yes.
No,
Not in order.
2013.
Just name all the 13
Oh, easy
franchises.
day. Hey, the Rams, the Chiefs, the Eagles, the Pats, the Bucks.
The Hawks.
Nikki, you can't help him.
What are you talking about? The Hawks. Seattle. You get that?
I just said the Hawks. I gave it to you.
Oh, I was
The
thinking
Seahawks?
Seattle.
Seattle
I
Seahawks.
thought you meant like the Atlanta Hawks. All
No,
right.
I don't even know the people you said. That's the
Listen,
problem. Is that six?
But you can't
Bree,
help
or
him. You
five?
can't. Huh?
That's
That's
six
six.
or five.
He said 6, but you can't scream out teams and help him.
Yeah, I ain't helping his ass anymore because he trying to say I was lying.
What do you
I
mean?
said
No,
the Hawks.
All right, come on, June. Come on, June.
all
You
right,
said
all right. I was on a roll too.
Uh-huh.
I gave you one.
Since 2000.
Yes.
No, oh
Can I go?
no.
Oh, I'm almost done.
He gotta
I'm
mess
almost
up.
done.
He has to mess up.
It ain't too many other teams.
Can I go next?
Hey, the Giants.
You said them already.
No,
No,
I
he
didn't.
See, that's the thing. No, he didn't.
He didn't say it.
I didn't say you gotta write down what you said already.
I'm marking down the ones that he said on my phone.
How many I got right? 8?
You have
7.
7.
8, 7, about the same thing.
He be so disrespectful.
The
I ain't helping you.
Steelers.
Right
Hey,
now.
the Steelers.
I was about to say their asses too, though.
No, I'm gonna get that right.
I was gonna say so.
Dang. That's it. So I can remember.
That's good.
No,
8 out of 13.
that's it. That's all you got?
That's all you remember.
You got the Rams, right?
Yeah, you already said that. I'm not repeating
Hey.
it because
I know who ain't one. The Cowboys.
Can I go? Can I go? Can I just go?
next.
Oh. Dang, I was
June.
about to say it.
Just say it. Hurry up.
Dang. You got the Patriots?
You
June, you're saying you're repeating teams. Say other franchises.
So you gotta write it down. You forget.
You writing them down. You not writing them down is not my fault.
Can I just go? Can I go before I leave? I just want to know if I'm right. That's all I want to know. If I'm right.
Well, he had time to look it up. So
No,
go ahead. I'm
look.
done.
Oh my God.
You're done.
It's unfair. Even if you get the
Wait.
next 5, you still have more. You had 8.
Nikki,
Go ahead.
go.
Frank.
Nikki,
Oh,
go.
I'll give it then.
Free.
Okay. Hold on. Nikki, are you go?
The Packers.
Okay, Nikki. All right, so that's your first
I
one.
said that.
No,
you
you did. No, you didn't.
I gave you the
Wow, you
Hawks.
didn't hear
I
me?
even gave you the Hawks.
Okay, so Nikki,
Wow.
you're at 1. You're at 1.
I'm really at 2 because I said the Hawks, but
That's,
and I ain't want to say the Patriots, but
Hawks.
I mean not the Patriots, the fucking Pittsburgh. But that's good. 2's good. I did good.
You're supposed to say. You guys are.
Okay. I got you.
So you said Seahawks and Packers, and got to name all 13.
The Eagles.
Okay.
Oh, I know. You heard me say damn Eagles.
I marked you down for fucking Eagles, June.
Oh, all right.
You got 8 out of 13. I don't know why.
All right.
Oh, I gotta keep going. Oh,
Yes.
okay. My bad. The Patriots,
Okay.
the Chiefs, Pittsburgh, Rams, hold on. Who else won? Oh, the Saints ain't win since 2020. I mean 2000.
Fucking somebody shoot me. Fuck. God Jesus, man. This is the worst. This is the fucking worst.
Nikki,
What
are you
happened?
guessing? You can't ask questions. You got to guess. You got to. You
Oh,
got to name.
I said the Saints.
You asked a question.
No, okay, I'm sorry. Saints. God damn.
You're at
Yeah,
8.
yeah. I'm at 8.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's okay. I just. Oh, wait. Let me get one more.
You can try to get all 13.
Oh man, I can't remember the teams I've said now. Can you show me the team logos? No. Fuck it. I'll look at the team logos. I'm not looking at.
Can you give me the answers to the test, please? Like what?
No, Nikki, you're out. You got 7 out of 13. Because
Okay.
you're looking at teams.
No, I didn't look at nobody. But I have
You
to
were
look.
about to
I can't remember. I can't remember logos. Um. See, I gotta think of. Oh, did I say the Bucks? I didn't
You
say the
did not.
Bucks. Yeah, I didn't say the Bucks.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all I can remember. I didn't start watching since till 2017. Any goddamn way.
7. Nikki got 9.
Yeah,
Oh shit.
I did good.
All right. Frank, are you ready?
Yeah, Chiefs, Patriots, Rams, Bucks.
Wait, Frank, I got to mark them.
I'm right.
So Chiefs,
Chiefs, Pats, Rams, Bucks,
Rams. Okay.
Bucks,
Mhm.
Giants, Eagles, Seahawks, Broncos,
See, I was gonna say Giants.
Colts, Saints, Ravens, Steelers,
I would never say Colts. I don't give a fuck about theirs.
Packers, 13.
I did say Packers.
Yes.
Yeah, you say all 13 though, Nikki.
Okay. I
Yeah,
just
all
wanted
the
to make
teams
sure.
Frank said. That's what I'm gonna say.
Oh, so I came in second. I did good.
Yes, I wrote it down. When you write it down, you go back to 2000. It's the St. Louis Rams. You had the Ravens, the Bucks,
Okay, Frank, that's enough. Shut up.
Pats.
All right. Shut the fuck up.
Don't be a hater all your life. I gotta go, y'all. So
Yeah, that's what I said. You gotta go, and you want to ramble me a freaking riddle.
shut your mouth. Shut your mouth.
Golly.
You just mad.
I know it's time for my nap. I ain't mad. I did good.
I look,
In June, wasn't even supposed to get all that he got.
Bree, I'm gonna make you the host. So once you end the call,
Well, let's close out now. We're done.
okay, because I gotta go. Hey, good recording, good episode. I love you guys. I look forward to next week if we do it next week or whatever we're gonna be doing. But
He be rushing her.
All right, always a pleasure doing this with you guys. Happy to be back with you guys. Football season might end, but there's still a lot of topics, a lot of stuff to discuss. Free agency coming around the corner, NFL draft coming around the corner. So if y'all have not yet already looked at everyone who declared for the draft and start watching these pro days and these combines, so you know who to expect for the draft. This year, I've been asking for the last 3 years. This year, we're gonna do a mini mock draft first year round or first round picks. So everyone will participate. No ifs, ands, buts about it. That's all I got. Thank you.
Bye-bye, America.
June.
Been great. Stay safe. Stay blessed. Good to see everybody again.
Peace.
I was cheated.
Subscribe, share.
I was cheated in this game.
Oh my God, whatever. Bye, y'all.